You arrive in a world of cold blue vastness, cradled by the gentle yet powerful body of your mother. You are not born into silence, but into a chorus of whistles, clicks, and pulsing calls that belong to your pod. The sea is your womb, your nursery, and your battlefield all at once. Unlike creatures that hatch alone or crawl into the light of day, you slip into the ocean already surrounded by kin. Your skin is slick, black and white in a bold contrast that declares both elegance and danger. A newborn calf, nearly 3 meters long, you are already larger than many full-grown predators in the sea. Yet size does not equal safety. You are still vulnerable. Sharks, disease, and the unforgiving need for oxygen at the surface are constant challenges. You must breathe within moments of birth, your blowhole snapping open to take in the first gulp of life-giving air. Survival begins immediately. Your instincts push you toward your mother's side, where warmth, protection, and nourishment await. In your first days, your world is the steady presence of your mother. Her body shields you from currents, her tail fends off threats, and her milk nourishes you with a richness no land mammal could rival. Orca milk is thick with fat, nearly 50%, a creamy energy source that fuels your rapid growth. You gulp greedily, then surface beside her to breathe, mimicking the rhythm of her exhalations. Life in infancy is not simply floating and feeding. You are in a school of constant lessons. Your pod communicates in dialects, a set of calls unique to your family. You begin to recognize the subtle clicks of echolocation bouncing across the water, each sound painting a picture in your mind. At first, you cannot decipher the details, but repetition sharpens your senses. Play becomes your classroom. You chase bubbles, nudge drifting seaweed, and mimic older calves as they practice spy hopping, leaping, and rolling. These games are more than entertainment. They tune your muscles, strengthen your lungs, and prepare you for the hunts to come. You learn to match speed with your mother, to veer when she veers, to dive when she dives. Threats lurk, even if you do not fully grasp them yet. A wandering shark may circle, testing for weakness, but your pod is formidable. Adults form a living wall, their sheer size and coordination discouraging most attackers. The greater danger is hunger when food runs scarce, or illness when your young body struggles against infections. Nature grants you little mercy in these moments. Still, your odds are better than many ocean-born creatures, because your family defends you with loyalty unmatched. Day by day, you grow stronger. The black and white pattern on your skin becomes sharper, like a warrior's uniform settling into place. You have not yet hunted, but the echoes of future meals surround you in every lesson and every splash. The day arrives when milk alone no longer satisfies you. Your stomach craves something more, and your pod knows the time has come. You trail behind the adults as they fan out in a coordinated sweep across the sea. You do not understand the full strategy yet, but instinct urges you to follow. Suddenly, a surge of excitement electrifies the pod. A school of herring has been located. You hear the escalating clicks of echolocation as the adults tighten their circle. The fish shimmer like liquid silver, darting in panicked unison. You, wide-eyed and eager, sense the drama of the hunt. Your role is not to catch, but to observe. The adults slap their tails against the water, stunning clusters of fish. Others blow streams of bubbles to herd the prey into tighter balls. The choreography is flawless, a ballet of teeth, tails, and teamwork. Finally, a stunned herring floats close to you. Your jaws snap almost by reflex. The slippery body wriggles in your mouth, scales catching on your tongue. The taste is strange, salty, and metallic, but thrilling. You swallow clumsily, your esophagus guiding the fish down into your multi-chambered stomach. Orcas possess several stomach compartments, allowing efficient digestion of both soft flesh and tougher material. Acids and enzymes break down the prey, extracting proteins and fats, fueling the cells of your growing body. Your heartbeat races. You have just taken a step into your destiny as a hunter. Fear flickers as you think of the prey's frantic eyes, but excitement overwhelms it. You are, after all, designed for this role. The lesson is simple but vital. Hunting is not only about strength or speed, but cooperation. Alone you are clumsy, but with the pod you are unstoppable. You surface, breathing deeply, feeling your first real fullness from solid food. Milk will still be part of your diet for months to come, but the ocean has just introduced you to its grand, brutal feast. You have tasted your first kill, and the ocean will never feel the same again. You grow like a shadow racing across the sea. Within your first year, you gain dozens of kilograms every month, fueled by both milk and the increasing variety of prey your pod captures. Your once awkward body now moves with a stronger rhythm, each flick of your tail sending you forward with authority. Your skin remains smooth, but you begin to notice scars and scrapes. Orcas do not shed skin like snakes, but layers renew constantly, giving you a sleek exterior designed to glide through water. Every brush against rough ice or playful bite from another calf leaves faint marks, stories etched across your black and white canvas. Teeth, sharp and conical, emerge fully into view. They are not replaceable like those of a shark. Each one is precious, designed to grasp and tear. You learn to handle them carefully, gnawing on soft prey other than hard shells. In adulthood, those teeth may wear down, but now they gleam like polished ivory. Inside, your lungs expand in capacity. You test your breath-holding ability, diving deeper each week, stretching the limits of oxygen storage in your blood and muscles. Special proteins called myoglobin build up, painting your muscles darker and allowing you to hold oxygen reserves. Each dive becomes a daring experiment in freedom. With growth comes exposure to rivals. Not all encounters are friendly. Once, you meet a large male outside your pod, his towering dorsal fin slicing the surface like a blade. His calls are alien to your ears, his presence heavy with authority. You are too young to fight, yet you sense the potential for conflict. Despite these encounters, your pod remains your fortress. Within it you continue learning, honing muscles, refining echolocation, and strengthening bonds. Every leap from the water, every splash into the air, feels like a declaration. You are no longer a fragile calf, but a hunter in training, rising steadily toward your destiny. The ocean does not always provide. One winter, prey grows scarce. Herring schools vanish, and salmon runs falter. Your pod swims farther each day, scanning, clicking, and searching. Stomachs growl, spirits sink. For you, hunger is more than discomfort. Your fat stores begin to shrink. Orcas, like many marine mammals, rely on blubber as both insulation and energy reserve. Without regular meals, your metabolism slows. Movements become sluggish, and play loses its spark. Your mother nurses you less often now, her body also strained by the lack of food. Illness takes advantage of your weakened state. A minor infection settles into your throat, making swallowing painful. Each breath feels heavier. You drift near the surface, fighting fatigue, unsure if strength will return. This is your first true brush with the ocean's merciless balance. But luck, or instinct, intervenes. Your pod finds a group of seals resting on drifting ice. The adults launch a coordinated wave, tipping the ice and sending the panicked seals into the water. You are too weak to participate, but when food is shared, your mother ensures you receive the choicest cuts. Fatty seal meat slides down your throat, and warmth returns to your body. Slowly, energy flickers back. From this hardship, you learn a truth etched deep into every predator's heart: survival is not guaranteed. The ocean tests you relentlessly, and only those who endure both hunger and illness can claim its rewards. Years pass, and your body transforms into the full silhouette of power. Your dorsal fin stretches high, a black sail cutting cleanly above the water. In males, it can tower up to 2 meters tall. In females, it curves more gently, yet still commands respect. Your weight now reaches several tons, your muscles coiled with energy. You are a spectacle of streamlined strength, painted in the iconic uniform that humans call tuxedo-like. With adulthood comes not only size but responsibility. You are no longer merely a follower in the hunt. You take part in the strategies, using echolocation to herd prey, striking with precision, and sometimes leading younger calves in practice games. Your voice, too, grows more distinct, your calls deeper and resonant within the pod's dialect. Yet adulthood also means competition. Other orcas of your sex challenge you. Encounters with rivals are tense, filled with displays of dominance. You breach violently, sending cascades of spray. You slap the surface with your tail, announcing your strength. Sometimes jaws clash, teeth scraping against teeth. Rarely do these battles end in death, but they leave scars and settle hierarchies. Mating season stirs instincts that you cannot ignore. You are drawn to individuals from outside your pod, for inbreeding is avoided through an unspoken biological code. Courtship is not a delicate waltz, but an energetic pursuit. Chases, leaps, and synchronized swimming mark the rituals, each display showing stamina and health. The female tests, the male demonstrates, and nature decides who will carry the cycle forward. You may win, you may lose. But every encounter reminds you that life is not only about feeding and surviving. It is also about proving yourself as a worthy link in the chain of existence, a torchbearer for the genes that have sculpted killer whales into apex hunters of the sea. The call of reproduction grows louder as seasons turn. You feel it in every fiber of your body, an ancient rhythm guiding you toward the future. To continue the cycle, you must find a mate beyond your pod. This biological wisdom protects diversity, ensuring that the next generation inherits resilience. You travel alongside your kin, but your attention drifts to the voices that echo from other groups. Each pod has its own dialect, and among the unfamiliar calls, you find curiosity and attraction. When you approach, the dance begins. Courtship in orcas is energetic and bold. You swim alongside a potential mate, mirroring her every turn, rolling belly to belly in a display of coordination. Breaches and spins punctuate the ritual, each leap a show of vitality. When the bond is sealed, reproduction occurs beneath the waves in a fleeting yet monumental act. If successful, the female will carry new life for more than a year. Gestation lasts around 17 months, one of the longest among marine mammals. During this time, the pod protects her, adjusting their pace to her growing burden. At birth, the calf enters the water just as you once did, gasping for air and clinging to its mother's side. The circle feels both miraculous and familiar. You watch the new arrival with awe, perhaps even pride. Knowing that your kind continues, parental care in orcas is extraordinary. The mother nurses, the ants assist, and the pod as a whole shelters the calf. Even males may serve as protectors, ensuring predators think twice before approaching. The calf's survival is not guaranteed, but with such guardianship, its chances shine brighter than most creatures of the sea. For you, reproduction is not simply instinct, it is fulfillment. You have taken part in something larger than your own life, anchoring your existence to the endless rhythm of the ocean. The years flow like currents, carrying you through tides of abundance and hardship. You have leapt through storms, hunted in dazzling teamwork, faced rivals, and found your place in the vast network of life. Your body now bears the marks of time, teeth worn from countless meals, scars tracing battles and playful collisions, muscles still strong but not eternal. One evening, as the sun bleeds orange across the horizon, you rise to the surface and breathe deeply. Around you, the pod moves as one, calves chattering in high tones, adults conversing in layered calls. You listen, knowing you are part of something timeless. The ocean was here before you, and it will remain after, but your voice has joined its symphony. Perhaps one of your calves swims nearby, sleek and eager, chasing shadows and testing speed. You watch, and you remember your own first breaths, your first taste of fish, your first triumphant leap. The cycle does not simply continue. It renews, fresh and powerful. Death is not feared in the ocean. It is another current, another turn in the endless sea. What matters is the trail of life you leave behind, the echoes of your calls that live in your descendants, the hunts that taught them, the protection that saved them, and the stories written into the scars on their skin. As darkness settles, you slip beneath the waves. The ocean embraces you, eternal and unyielding. Your life, once fragile and uncertain, has carried forward into strength and legacy. And so the tale of the Orca repeats, fierce and beautiful, forever a master of the deep.